Hi guys, JesterArke back again with some more Elite Dangerous. Bring up the screen. Hello Hein! Glad to be seen. I've been not in the best condition, so unfortunately I've had to skip the last couple of days. I did have one, the first night that I skipped, that was by choice. The rest have not so much been. Okay. Details all up. Everything seems to be running. Where the hell am I? Okay. Compton Observatory. So if memory serves, one of the things I'm trying to do at the moment, I need to go and find a new Asp Explorer. We wanted to convert it into a mining vessel. Trying to find a few little things that we can do along the way as well isn't going to hurt either. Blish Port. Also Blish Port. And Blish Port as well. Interesting. Let's see what that is. Only one jump away. Oh, two, sorry. Yeah, we could do that. That wouldn't be too shabby. Although, the amounts may not really make it worth it. Well, the security firmware patches might. Everything we've got on us we can sell. We are trying to hit up, was it 50 different markets, although I don't remember how many we've got left. We've only got to do 10 more. Wonderful. Okay. I don't know that I really want to be doing more ground deliveries, though. I suppose. Gets you a bit of experience actually doing them, but still. So what do we got in totals here? Security firmware patch, modified consumer firmware. Let's grab both of those, because they're both going to Blish. Oh, no, they weren't. Oh, yeah, because I had to get rid of some of the cargo. Never mind. Oh, and they didn't have someone to do it. That's alright. Could have sworn they had a market here. Oh well. We'll grab you. And... any more? Maybe. Probably not. System Tefanui. Tefanua? I don't know, whatever it is. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to be a bit subdued tonight, I'm not going to lie, I'm still in a lot of pain. So, my apologies. But I didn't want to skip another night. I don't like skipping streams at all, so...
Landing coupler disengaged. Please exit the port confines.
Okay. See if this is transmitting well. Should be. Destination obscured. Oh no. Hang on. Yeah, it's all in place. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave the... Never mind. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Doing the thing again where I can't see my own stream. I don't like it. Trying to make sure everything's going through well. Yep. There. Should be that one. Wonderful. Okay. Now, as we were doing before, let's get back on track. How was the destination obscured? A bit skewiffed, maybe.
Frameshift drive charging.
I would hardly have called it obscured. Email. Let's see if there's anything interesting.
4,
Nope.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
And there we gotta go over that way. I will eventually get back around to doing the exploration-y thing. But not for a while, probably.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Time to find this planetary place and go land there. Still waiting to screw one of these up really badly. Not gonna lie. There it is. Oh, okay, it's actually a port. Why was I thinking it was a planetary delivery then? I have no idea. Well, that's a lot easier for me. Let's leave that alone. That's way easier. As I said, I don't know why I was thinking it was a planetary. How odd. You've tried to restart YouTube to see if Jester is live? That's alright, I found me. Okay. Hopefully it's coming through alright, as I said. Trying to keep an eye on our speed. I don't want to overshoot, but I also don't want it to take a million miles to get back. Hi Jester, welcome back. Where did I go? I didn't go anywhere. I hope I didn't. Very odd. Okay, let's get this landing done. Come on.
Incoming mission critical message.
Oh god, what do they want from us? Oh, deliver in 2 minutes? Yeah. Okay.
This is StarCon. You require authorization for access to the docking bay. Landing authorized. You are cleared on pad 3-8.
Lovely.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go at the back. Sorry, little station. Had my fingers in the wrong place again. Oops. So how have you been, Hein? All has been well, I hope. Oops. We want mission board. Good there, and you've got 5 new games. Nice. I actually haven't gotten any new games from the summer sale. There's just nothing that's really jumped out at for me in Bale at the moment. These two would be the preferable two. Verathema and Verathema. Before we do that, we'll interact with the market here. Keep in mind, I don't mind making a loss for these because I'm not trying to make money on these. I'm literally just trying to interact. Although we are going to need to get rid of a few others, aren't we? Sell all of these. And I will need to sell one more of these to fit that cargo in. We will take a look at the shipyard. Maybe they've got what we want here. Witcher 3, Wolfenstein, New Order, Middle Earth, Motor, Odyssey, and all games are really nice. So they do have an Asp Explorer here. Okay. Store the current ship and buy that. If you can, you'll get Siberia 2 and 3. Okay, so we just got ourselves a new Asp. Time to play with it. Actually. Yeah, I know I've got the Asp Explorer here. But it's a video game. I'll accept the new one. So the Squish 4 is here, so I need to rename this one to Squish 5. Wonderful. Oh, livery. As always, we'll put our mercenary pack decals on, just because I like them. How's Jester? I'm doing better. I'm doing a bit better. It's been a rough couple of days for me. I've been in... Yeah, had a few problems. Just health stuff. Okay. Now, we probably won't be doing a great deal with this ship to begin with. I've not played around a hell of a lot with mining vessels. I assume we'll put them on these ones. They have mining... We do have mining lasers here. Do I really need more than one? Or can I get away with just one? I would think maybe just getting away with just the one. I see it's a little bit of it now? Yeah. Oh, I suppose I might as well put two on. Okay. I'm gonna go for pulse up the top. We've got gimbals, wonderful. Anybody who knows me knows I do like my gimbaled pulse lasers. I will put a kill warrant scanner on it. Okay. Because it is probable that I'll get into the odd scuffle. The rest of that stuff, I'm going to have to go elsewhere to get. Yeah, we're going to have a fair bit of work to do before we've got this guy up to scratch. That's a bit of a waste having that there. 64 cap. Let's do that. We'll get rid of that. And that. Shield generators, have they got bi-weaves in the 5s? We do indeed. Okay, so obviously we're going to have a fair bit of work to do to make the money up that we're going to need to really get this ship anywhere near where we want it to be. Ugh. Power plant alone. Like, we can't get a better one here. That being said, there's also no point in me leaving one ship in one place. Sorry, babbling to myself mostly here. Did I take those missions? We've got bounty claims, but we've got no missions, which we can grab from here. I'm trying to delete the non-blueprints. It's easy. Maybe me. Yeah. We've got many of these going to the same place. Doesn't look like it. That in and of itself is a bit of a pain in the backside. Okay. Well, that's right. We're going to swap back into our other ship anyway, because what we're going to essentially do is leave our mining vessel until we can make up the money to upgrade it. And then we'll pretty much just transport the mining vessel to wherever we are. So we just got to remember the Squish 5 is our mining vessel. We could get 31.5 million if we were to sell the Squish 4. Which I have no idea to, no plan to do. You have a good machine for it now? Nice. And we are out of coin. Ooh. So far under what I need to even pay off the rebuy cost. That's going to be a pain in the ass. But not the end of the world. Okay. I don't think I've been to Fukuapa. Mendeleev outpost. Let's grab that. And that covers us for all of those. Wonderful. Let's see if there's anything on the commodities market we can ship there successfully. Okay. Exported to... Nope. 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 Okay. Beer? No. Where is it that we're actually going? Let's lock that in. Just before I forget the name of the place and forget to lock it in. Which I am possibly, you know, somewhat prone to doing on the odd occasion. Not too often, thankfully. We're not seeing many things that get exported to our destination. At least not in their supply lists here. Okay, so instead we'll look at things at the buy price compared to galactic average. beer sells for about twice what you pay for it. Even on the stuff that they supply here, the buy and sells aren't great. Algae's not too shabby. Well, I suppose we've got 2 hydrogen still, haven't we, don't we? We do. Okay, maybe we'll just run with what we got. Okay, here we go again.
Landing lock disengaged. Exit is clear.
You know, that doesn't exactly look entirely clear. Just saying.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Vakuapa. Vukuapa? Actually. Before we do that, are there any other... Yeah, we've been to McKee Orbital. Or have we? We may have been there, but we may not have interacted with them.
Frameshift drive charging.
That is, after all, what we're trying to do.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay. Now, I'm not entirely certain, just a bit of a heads up, how long we will be streaming for tonight. Plan only want to use now what I have built myself. I would only ever use what I build myself. Touche. Dang it. But no, I was never a fan of using other people's stuff for that. But if it's not, yeah. But as you've been told before by myself and by a few others, it's just Planet Coaster. Unfortunately, it really is shocking for FPS drops. I've seen people on pretty high-end rigs and they still have trouble with the frame rate on it. Especially if they're trying to record it or stream it. Colonel Fudger. Miro. Okay. Well, let's do the thingy with the whatsits. Mosquito flying around. Not recording or showing it? Yeah. As I said, like it's especially bad if you are trying to. But even when you're not trying to, it's notoriously bad for frame rate drops. Even on some of the more powerful rigs that I've seen, they often have a few problems with it. My apologies. We should be on a acceptable angle. Yeah, acceptable enough. Ugh. I will say these painkillers are certainly knocking me around a bit. As soon as I find someone worth shooting, Hein, all those people I just scanned didn't have criminal records on them. Okay. And because I don't have enough money at the moment to pay for my insurance, like if I lose my ship at the moment, I can't pay to get a new one until I get more money. So I'm gonna try and do a few non-combat missions just to generate a few more funds. But as I've mentioned, we do have to stop off at different markets so that we can unlock a new engineer, which is sort of my main goal at the moment, or one of my main goals. One of the goals. One of many.
Lincoln Juliet Echo Sierra. Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander. Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2.
Let's make money first then, yeah.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, so landing pad 2-3.
3,000 meters from touchdown.
There it is at the back. Marvelous.
This is a flight regulation announcement. Please proceed to land where
Okay, so we're here to interact with the market. We'll sell one of the hydrogen fuels, whether we make money off it or not. Okay, we've got 4 inventory space left. Okay. No, I didn't think we were going to find anything that was going to fill that gap. What do we got here for outfitting, though? We are looking for parts for our new ship. They've got shield boosters here. Wonderful. Okay, brilliant. Straight off the bat, this is where I'm going to drag my other ship to. Let's get a ship transfer happening. And you. Lovely. So our Asp Explorer that we're converting to a mining vessel is on its way here. Reason I've got it coming here is because they've got upgrades that I want. Oh, I do have a Squish 5. I'll tell you what, let's sell that. Wonderful. Okay, let's get going again. Next up, Elder Hub.
Contact. Dispatching ground crew. Enjoy your visit, Commander. Landing coupler disengaged. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
I was gonna say, love, I've already left. I don't need the landing crew. Well, I think they may have gotten that around the wrong way. Mass lock still. Let that drop for a second. There it is.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No, we don't have a long distance to travel here. Up the speed a little bit. We don't want to all of a sudden go shooting way past. Which, as we've seen, I am prone to doing on occasion. Yeah. And there we go, dropping speed. What have we got around here? Okay. Come down a bit lower and come up. If we can't get a slightly better approach angle. There we go. Alright, Elder Hub.
Lakon, Juliet, Echo, Sierra. You're through to Starcom Flight Operations Department. Please comply with station protocol.
Yes, yes.
Request approved. Clear to land on pad 2-2.
Wonderful, thank you, marvellous, lovely, and stuff. Try and get a slightly better angle on this. Would help if, once again, I didn't keep putting my hands in the wrong place on the keyboard. I don't know why I've been so bad for that so far tonight. I was only away for a few days.
Please pay heed to align speed restrictions. Slow down.
Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
Apparently there is combat going on, judging by the radio chatter.
500 meters from touchdown.
Ow. Oops. What are you on, pussycat? You're being old. Okay, what's got a good buy price here? Food cartridges, apparently. And they apparently go to Vukuapu, the place where we're going to go. Okay. In theory, that should have given us another 2 markets all up. Though one of them may not have shown yet. It does bug me that there's such a delay on that. Not going to bother flying out to Doyle Ring, I don't think. Well, there are a few of them, aren't there? Maybe we will.
Contact. Commence system shutdown. Welcome to our starport, Commander. Detach sequence complete. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Again, there seems to be some delays on the chat. Or chatter, I should say.
Landing gear
Odd.
retracted.
Okay, Vinda McKee. We went to Gromov, didn't we? Or did we? Actually, you know what? Let's just go straight through the next area. Stuff it.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
The Asp Explorer has arrived at the station. Is everything for here going to the same place? Oh no, we've only got the one mission for here. Well, in that case, yes, it is. Was there anywhere closer? Out of curiosity? Doesn't appear that way. Okay. We'll land at this dock here and then we might go check out the nav point. Maybe get ourselves into a bit of a scuffle. Nothing too hectic though. Woot, woot, woot. Yeah, not really sure as yet, but Bale and I are fairly certain we've picked a new game that we want to play together. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually come out for a while yet. Okay. Kill speed. Slowly start upping it again. Okay. Speed will start bleeding off a lot more. That's a bit bright, isn't it?
Boarding permission denied.
No, it's too far out, idiot.
Boarding permission granted.
Wonderful. Are you platform 3? Yes.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines
Okay.
disengaged.
First things first, we'll sell the food doohickeys. Okay, what do we got? 21 gold and air of democracy for 360. Yep. I'll take that. That's a bit of a run. What else we got here? Don't know if we'll grab that second one. Marvelous. There's only a small hop, skip, and a jump. We shouldn't have any cartographics or so, should we? Oh, yeah, a little bit. Not a great deal, though.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Right.
Frameshift Shift drive charging.
Planet there. And there's the jump point.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Gregory Vision. I'm almost entirely certain this is one I have been to. But whether I've been here this time around or last time I played, because I don't remember coming to Lugal this time around. I don't know. Stuffs me. Mighty Hawker. Drop our speed back. Sort of surprised we haven't been jumped, truth be told. Okay. Hello and welcome to those who have joined what is so far quite a quiet stream.
Boarding permission granted.
Oh good. Okay, so we're after pad 3 again. That one looks way too small. I mean, it may well have been it as well. No, it was pad 2. Where the hell is pad 3? God, I tell you, I step away from the game for a couple of days, and all of a sudden I can't remember squat. 1, 2. I assume it's going to be one of the, like, on a side. There, it should be there. Yep. A very noisy station.
Docking successful. Engines
jumper off. So yeah, 1 second I'm hot, 1 second I'm cold. Give it a couple of moments, I'm going to be too cold again. And we've got nothing currently in our cargo that isn't meant to be. Nope. Again, we're looking for things that are decent on the buy low, sell high sort of spectrum. Okay. I want them to be items that, if they're the only things in our inventory and we get into combat, then I want them to be things that are expensive enough that enemy vessels are going to want to stick around and attack us. Because I'm getting over ships running away from combat. Okay. We've almost got our rebuy cost back again. Almost. Okay. Injury and Enki. They'll both be within a jump. But I'll only be able to take one or the other. Okay. Yamazuki's the only other port here. Okay, let's grab the one for injury, I suppose. Well, it doesn't leave us a lot of room for movement, does it? No, stuff it, that'll do. It's fine. Nothing else going on injury. And apparently not. Okay, let's lock in. Yeah, we have been. Haven't I been to Godwin Enterprise? Losing my mind. I mean, it wasn't a great one to begin with, but still, it's the one I'm stuck with. We need 6 more. I know what the hell's going on.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. Bit of a distance between us, but not too big. Truck array has come online. Lovely. I wonder if we'll see him pop up shortly. Couple of sidewinders. Even if they're both top tier combat and criminals, they're not going to be worth chasing down at the moment. Sidewinders do not have big bounties on them. At least not the NPC ones. I mean, the PC ones potentially can have huge ones. Eagles are barely better than sidewinders as far as NPC bounties are concerned. At the end of the day, you're not going to end up making ridiculously large amounts doing, you know, well, you can make large amounts, but you're not going to make large amounts of money fast doing NPC bounty hunting. Are we rich yet? No. Not by a long shot. I am, however, almost able to pay for my insurance again. Come on. Crap.
Hull integrity compromised.
Oh, piss off. I've said this the last couple of streams. Well, I don't know if it's something they've changed in the AI behavior in one of the recent updates, but they seem far less inclined to turn around and engage in combat. And I don't like it. Come on, buddy, I'm trying to pick a fight with you. Come back and fight. There we go. Yeah, they seem far more inclined, regardless of what sort of ship I've been fighting. They seem far more inclined to try and keep a lot of distance. And that has been regardless of rank as well. Okay. Meh.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Game Tech, hello, how we doing? Well, I hope. Very, very quiet all night tonight. That being said, I have been away for a few days due to poor health. So I assume quite a few of my regulars probably weren't expecting me to be back just yet. Let's get around to a better side. We're currently trying to make up a bit of money so that we can outfit our new mining vessel, while also unlocking a few new engineers, just because we can. Now, I've not previously decked out... Well, actually, no. I have previously decked out a mining vessel before, but that was going way, way, way back before all the new modules and everything else were a thing. So it's going to be interesting, sort of testing out some of the newer stuff, I think. Need to come in sort of more on a this-ly angle, which theoretically should put us closer to the front of the station. I stress the theoretically aspect of this. Come on. Go full blue. Be a nice little doohickey. There we go. And sure enough, there's the front of the station. Not a complete mess up on my part.
Recon, Juliet Echo Sierra.
This time.
Federal flight control is now online. Follow sanctioned docking procedures within port confines. Okay, Commander. Please land on pad 4-1.
I will. I still hate these stations. Do, 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 do.
Landing gear deployed.
Or one. As usual, as long as it's not immediately inside the entrance, then I'm okay. Well, even if it is immediately inside the entrance, we'll get there. I just dislike them.
You're on track, Commander. Approach looks good.
Then you're looking with your eyes shut. Yeah. That approach was far from good. Jinxed myself, as usual. What the hell is it with me getting the bounces on today? Oh, I tell you. As I said, I'm away for a couple of days, and all of a sudden I've forgotten how to fly. What the hell?
Hull prepared.
Okay. So where is it we're going again? Injury. See if we've got anything going to injury from here. No. What's the material? Yep, specialized legacy firmware. I don't particularly want to be backtracking to somewhere where we've already been. Well, just yet, but it still makes sense for us to do so in order to get that legacy firmware. Okay.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yes, yes it is. We'll do that one first. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that one first. Meh. Why not? Okay, I'm coming up on the... We're at an hour and 15 minutes at the moment. I'm going to go for a quick leg stretch because we're going to take off. Yeah, I'll go for a quick leg stretch now. Saves me doing it in a couple of minutes while we're in flight. Please don't go anywhere, guys. I will be back very shortly. If I can remember which of these buttons is which. Ah, that one. Okay, back in a moment. Rightio, time to get back to it. Okay. Let's get out of here again. Yeah, once again, big sorry if I'm appearing not as with it as usual. I'm still in a great deal of pain. It's not a thing that needs worrying about, it's just a recurring injury that flares up now and then.
Docking confirmed.
Oh,
You
shit.
may disembark when ready. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit. Docking clamps retracted. You may leave when ready. Warning, observe minimum
Landing
clearance.
gear retracted.
Ow. I do think it would be nice if there was some sort of, you know, other camera so we could see what's happening a bit easier. Just on occasion.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging.
Let's get out of here.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Done. I'll run a scan even though I don't think I need to. It is just a good habit to be in. We need 6 more. Okay. 6 more trade places so that we can unlock another engineer. Okay. Besides the weapons mods, I haven't really done a great deal of the engineering as yet. The stuff that we've seen so far, I don't know, it hasn't really yelled out, apply me. Well, I haven't found that to be the case, anywho. I don't know if these are going to help tonight or not. Ooh. I'm not going to be opposed if he wants to try and interdict me, but I don't think I'm going to go particularly after that guy. Let's slow it down. Actually not too bad, because I think this might be the better approach angle anywho. Though, as always, don't quote me on that. Chuggeray, hello. How you doing? I was wondering when you'd pop in. I noticed you log on before. How's the day been? It's been. Let's just say that. And thus far, it has been a fairly quiet old stream. Made it for a little under an hour and a half. And there we go.
Boarding permission granted.
Wonderful. Did you fire out the game, get some chores done, make some breakfast, and fly my ship? Nice. Let's not crash into whoever that was.
Scan detected.
This is a military outpost. Ooh.
Scan detected.
Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
All done. You're clear to proceed, Commander. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. System Authority Vessel person. Haven't seen a base like that before. I think this is only the second one of these that I've seen. It's very, flat, I guess. Mind you, if it's meant to be some, you know, defensive military platform, it sort of makes sense. You don't want too many sticky-addy protrusions to get blown off.
Engines disengaged.
Okay, so they don't have a trade thing here, so we can't interact with that. Stealing wet, Commander. Thank you. I think we've still got one more delivery to make, don't we? We do. To Tefenhua. Is it a single jump? It is. And what do we have stored here? Our mining ship. So we can jump back to here and get a little bit of work done. Spend a bit of our money on our new vessel. Although it might also be worth doing that. Although we won't be able to fit all that. Inventory, yeah, we won't be able to fit that. One of the reasons like you and your stream is, right now there are alien bases being investigated, things going on. Like, you know, I just want to get about my business, as to the alien thing. Indeed, exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, if it gets to the, like, I will get to a point where I probably will go and look at that sort of stuff, but it'll be when I think the ship's ready for it, if that makes sense. I'm gonna take this because it's within the system. Okay. Hello Jade, how are we doing tonight? Thank you for jumping in and joining chat. Haven't seen you in forever, I counted. It makes sense. Figure I'll get involved at some point, and when that happens it'll be awesome. Indeed, indeed. That's just it. Like, when I do go and finally get into that sort of stuff, it'll be when me and my ship are ready for it. Okay. Been sleeping a lot with the flu. That's alright. I was saying earlier, I've missed. Oh, what day is it now? It's Wednesday morning, and I didn't stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, I've skipped like 3 or 4 streams. Only one of which by choice. The rest, unfortunately, I just haven't been in a position to be able to attend. Which sucks. A lot. Okay, read landing. I might stop off at Shelley Mines on the way through. No, we'll go to re-landing, then we'll go Shelley Mines. We are still trying to get our 50 marketplace interactions. You know, Bale and I actually only fairly recently got over that head coldy fluey thing over here.
Landing gear retracted.
And unfortunately, mostly due to predominantly my own stupidity. I pushed a little too hard and, yeah, sort of took myself out of commission for a few days.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. Inventory. We've still got plenty of room. Oh, we've actually got 1 gold that's not part of the delivery. Neat. Go check this Cobra out. Almost looks as though he's trying to circle around behind us. Is he? No, I don't think so. What is the cargo capacity on this one? This one is only 32. Okay. I have got, on the new one that I'm kitting out, it's, I believe, 64. Perfect size for missions. That's more or less what I figured, just for your little basic delivery ones. Pretty much the start of this stream, I managed to buy my second Asp Explorer. I'm kitting it out for asteroid mining. So I have put a, instead of the size 6 shield, I've gone a size 6 cargo and a size 5 shield. So it won't be as well defended, but it should do the job. Sounds fun? Hoping so, hoping so. No multi-cannons on it. I've got 2 mining lasers and the rest are just pulse lasers. Though I meant to ask that of anybody in chat that does any mining at all. Is there any point in having multiple mining lasers? Or should I just have one and use the other slots for just additional weapons? Make it faster and you don't have to worry about shields. Yeah, the Asps are only going to be so fast though. Okay. I won't be putting the heavy bulkheads or anything like that on it. Okay. Just remove the stuff the fastest. It depends on the size of your Olympic controller. I don't know. As I said, like, I've got two of the medium pulse lasers and 2 small pulse lasers on it already. Lots of my T9 and my Anaconda, but you need to be able to power it. Yeah. Okay. See, I won't be worrying about the shield boosters. All mining lasers on the Anaconda, apart from 2 smalls. Okay. Did... Did we just do a freaking loop straight back to the same place? Oh, you know what? Stuff it. No, we couldn't have, because this is where we need to go for the mission. Okay, never mind. Seriously, losing my mind.
Boarding permission denied.
Let's try that again.
Boarding permission denied.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait for something to land. What might be fun, save some money, is kitting out a killback for mining. Have a fighter bay with an NPC pilot watching your
Scan
back.
detected.
Yeah, that's another one we could always go for. But I mean, I've already got the I've already bought the Aspen. I've already started kitting it out, so I don't know.
Boarding permission denied.
Oh, piss off. There it is.
Boarding permission denied. Boarding permission granted.
Lovely. Got really confused trying to land at another one of these stations. I mean, what the hell?
Landing gear deployed.
Well, there you go, Trucker Ray. You said you hadn't seen one of them, and all of a sudden we've seen two in one system.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
This one at least has a commodities market. Lovely. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm traveling 75 light years just for 350,000 credits. Already locked in. I love how the dolphin is so small you can enter the mouth slot in any orientation. Nothing. Nothing!
Ship released. Engines engaged.
So where was the next Shelly Mines? Oops.
Cannot comply.
Crap balls. Oh, for frick's sake.
Frameshift drive charging.
If I had much of a plot left, I'm pretty sure I would have lost it by now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
do. Come on. Mush. Yeah, cool. So only 5 more to go. Lovely. Get out and push it, make it go faster. What do you got? Reprisal, it's going to be a Fed. Well, similar enough. Yeah, an expert Python in a wing of 3. I'm not going after that, that's for sure. Fertile Lance. Yeah, nope. Nope. And just to put it another way, hell nope. I admit, I enter some stupid fights, but that one's going to be a bit too much even for me. Try and come at it from this-ish side. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a difference between, you know, having brass ones and going into combat and just not thinking. And that would be an example of me just not thinking. Woot woot woot. What are you? A hola. You're not going to be worth the hassle, buddy. But what the heck? He's jumped anywho. He's jumped? Yeah. But of course, by doing that, I've come in from the opposite side of the frickin' station where I wanted to be.
Lakon Juliet Echo Sierra. This is StarCon.
Ow.
Access to the docking
Sorry,
bay
guys.
is by authorization only.
I don't like having the mic up here.
Landing committed. Preparing for arrival on landing pad 26.
I just saw more Thargoid videos, no spoilers, but things are looking interesting. Nice. Remember it was always a will they, won't they, about there being, you know, alien species in the game.
Landing gear deployed.
Starting to see a lot more platforms that have just got all their like advertising things clustered around the front, instead of there being, you know, the 2 distinct lanes coming in.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Freedom for all! Saud Kruger!
Scan detected.
Platform 26. Of course, it's just inside the frickin' ring. Must be a federal place, lots of ads. Yeah. Independent stations are messy. We are in an uncontrolled system, so I don't know. I don't know. See if we can find anything going to where we're going. Probably not. Ew. Are you waking up, pussycat? Or are you just stretching? Could go either way at this point. No, no, big stretch. And she's just flopped back down again. I've got my ancient old cat curled up nearby. Terribly cute. That's right, I did buy some gold, didn't I? Let's buy one more. That still classes as our interaction with the station. And it gives us something else that we can go and sell. Didn't want to go into outfitting. We want advanced maintenance. Advanced maintenance. Not that that was particularly important either. Now, just to get a heads up, guys, there's a good chance it will be a fairly short stream tonight. I know I say that regularly, but yeah. Crashing into anybody this time?
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
I'm leaving.
Released. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock. Please refrain from reckless flying.
No. You can't even greet me properly when I arrive. You try and greet me when I leave. And you tell me off for reckless flying? Really? I think that's been every one of the larger stations now that's done that so far this stream.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know. I don't know what I've been told.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Notice that after the patch, they greet you as you uncouple to leave. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, I think I said before you arrived, but although I may have said it in the last stream while you were here as well. It seems to me as though they've also changed combat AI. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this or what the deal is, but okay, wanted ships, once you've pulled them out of bloody super cruise and all the rest of it, they don't seem as willing to engage anymore, and they definitely don't seem as willing to get into a close range prolonged fight. They all seem to want to stay as far away as possible and just shoot at you from as far back as they can. Pavel Buksadsky. Really?
Scan detected.
Unusual for AI? Well, that's what I thought. Usually they get in close and just start shooting. No, they don't sort of start maintaining distance until they're almost dead and trying to get ready to run away. Bioweave shield. Still, I'll stop if you just give me 8 grand worth of cargo. No.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly made combat a bit more. It lasts longer, which is kind of nice sometimes, but it seems to be a lot more frustrating because, yeah, your enemy isn't engaging the way it would normally. And it certainly negates the use of a lot of weaponry. Nope. And there. Kill speed. And we'll try and burn a bit of it off. That's right, we're gonna go past that cluster of space chunks. That would have slowed us down already. Well, enough as it was. I learned so many technical words from the stream, space chunks. Yes. You'll usually find them complying to gravitational doohickeys. Please be a bad guy. Son of a bitch. Turned all that way around for nothing. Okay. And you've always got to watch out for space thingamajigs. They can also be bad. Thankfully you don't see them too often. Really? Thank you. It's just land and get this done. Play this game any way you want. Have 4 ships, trader, explorer, mission runner, and fighter. Any one of these has weapons. You combine missions and fighting. Avoid fights. Don't shy away from them. I avoid. Oh, and I don't shy away. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the versatility of this game, or the openness openness of this game and the versatility that it allows for its players, yeah, is brilliant. It is definitely something that I think will keep me coming back for a very long time. And come on, there we go.
Boarding permission granted.
Platform 4. As opposed to the usual platform 3 or 5. Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
There's 4 there. Oh, wonderful. Reach.
Scan detected.
And down we go.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Fudge. These are not helping me tonight. Not one little bit. Okay, we're cordial with them. Okay. Don't I have one of my ships here? Yes, I do. We want to go to McKee Orbital. And I'm there. Well, actually, I probably don't want to go to McKee Orbital just yet because I don't have much money. Not going to be much use trying to upgrade our new vessel if we've got nothing to upgrade it with. Just saying. No. Yeah, let's just go kill some stuff. That always works, right? Actually, I've got a question. I've asked this a couple of times now, but I'm still sort of, I guess, trying to correlate data. Trying to figure out the best times that I can be streaming so that I can try and set my days around that. You know, what times work best for you guys? What times are going to be feasible for me to try and jump on? So that I can get you guys involved in more of it, or in as much of a stream as possible. I don't know. There was a question in there. I don't know if I actually asked it. Have I sold something here yet? Possibly not. The supply station of that. Woke up an hour ago. You can usually go weekends for a couple of hours. Interesting. Because for me, like, I started an hour later than usual tonight. Or an hour later than I try to. But for me it's 4:15 AM. And like, I've got to be up and functional usually by about 8 o'clock, regardless of whether I've streamed the night before. So, as I'm sure a number of you can imagine, that can get a bit difficult. Still gotta hold on to them. They give enemy ships an excuse to try and come and attack me. It's pretty impossible to function. I've gotten very used to it. Like, you gotta remember, as I mentioned before, I spent 20 years working nights anyway. So this is still a fairly usual and normal time for me to function. Though previously I never used to have to get up quite as early in the morning. So I don't know. Just trying to find out what works best for everybody involved, I guess. Now, I wouldn't have the channel if it wasn't for you guys that jump in and join me and watch. So I don't want to screw you guys out of time or anything like that. What's that? 140. Yeah, not worth it. That's all good. Yeah, I was streaming twice a day. I still do when bail's available. But that was really throwing me around. Streaming twice a day every day, because I was doing roughly every 12 hours. And each stream would be, no, 4 to 6 hours long anyway.
Scan detected. Cannot comply. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
I don't know.
1. Engage.
I did start doing recordings again recently, trying to get the LPs back up and running. I've literally deleted everything that I've recorded so far in the last month. Just haven't been happy with any of it, which is really unusual because it's been a long time since that's happened. I want to say maybe February-ish was the last time I was really sitting there really unhappy with my work. And yeah, I don't know. The fact that it's all of a sudden occurring again is frustrating. Okay, what do we got in the contacts list? Of course, they're all going to be Alliance. All Alliance enforcers, yep. What about you? Clean again. So McKee Orbital is where we've got our other ship that we are in the middle of slowly doing up. I'm not in a huge rush to get it done, but on the same note, I do want to get it done. One of the engineers that we're hoping to unlock does require us to go and mine some particular set amount of ore. We're going to overshoot. 500 minerals refined. So we will be setting up our additional ASP for that purpose. Dabble with mining is relaxing for sure. I remember doing a little bit when I previously played. Never got overly amazingly into it. But as I've mentioned, like back then, a lot of things didn't work as planned. Things like the limpets, more often than not, didn't function properly. You couldn't try and mine anywhere without someone coming out and ganking you, or trying to at least. And the reward used to be barely worth it. On a risk versus reward slider, I suppose it just wasn't that much. 381, so not too far off. I imagine it won't take me too long if I just get in and sort of get it done, I guess. Okay.
Lakar Juliet Echo Sierra. This is flight control.
There we go.
Please note that access to the station is by authorization only. Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay 15.
But yeah, where that's going to be the biggest problem, I think, is the fact that we're constantly going to have to go and empty our cargo hold. That's going to get annoying.
Landing gear deployed.
And I mean, it's me. It's not like I'm going to be able to go, okay, we've filled it up, let's dump it all. I'm going to have to go and sell it all.
Speed restrictions, Commander. Slow down.
Slow down. Okay.
This is an important announcement.
And down we go. I would have interacted with the commodities market here already. Okay. What I'm likely to do, as I mentioned when I first bought the Asp Explorer, is sort of transport it from station to station, trying to find where the best places to get parts are for it. Now, I've got a kill warrant scanner on it. Realistically, I don't necessarily need it, but if I'm going to get attacked and going to be defending myself anyway, then it also doesn't make sense for me to not have it there. I'm going to need 5 mil. Get that. Obviously it'll be roughly the same for all of the components, I would assume. Yeah. This is going to cost us a fair bit. 4A is the best we can hope for as far as power distributors are concerned. And that was a pain in the ass for us to actually find last time. Okay. So what's this? Yeah, 64 cargo rack. We want... Well, we need a refinery straight off the bat, don't we? So what's the difference between each of these? That one's got a bin count of 6. Oh, okay, size 1 and size 2. So, does that mean, if I come and look at one of these ones... A bin count of 8. Interesting. Okay. So with the limpets, controls the limpet to prospect an asteroid to discover its composition. If I'm just wasting time mining a little bit of everything, I guess I won't necessarily be relying too much on them, but if I am going to get them, do they work as, like, do I have to replace the limpets, or do they automatically create new ones of themselves? Is it like an ammo based thing? And the same can be said for the prospecting limpets. I don't know. So yeah, we've got two small mining lasers on here currently, 2 medium pulse lasers, and 2 small pulse lasers. Guys, I actually think I'm probably going to wrap it up. The meds are smashing the crap out of me, and they're not working amazingly well. I'm still hurting a lot. I was sort of hoping they would have kicked in a bit more by now, but they don't seem to want to, and that's going to suck over time. So yeah, as always, keep an eye on my Twitter account. I will try and keep updates on what's going on. My apologies that I am in the condition that I am in. There's obviously not a huge amount I can do about it. I didn't want to lose out on another night of streaming for you guys. I really, really do enjoy the streaming. I hate skipping nights. I hate it. Heaps. Yeah. I don't know. If anybody's got any questions, hit me up. But otherwise, I think I'm going to probably can it. I'm going to go to the Viscally screen. I'm going to say to everybody, thanks again for jumping in and joining. Sorry it has only been a short stream. It totaled out to, what, 2.25 hours. But yeah, this is going to be the end of it for tonight. This is JesterArke, and this was Elite Dangerous Horizons. Please feel free to hit any applicable buttons of appreciation. Thank you guys to those of you who have stuck with me throughout all of this, and I'll see you all next time.